Greetings, YouTube. LOS Tactical here. Hope everybody's doing better than I am. Man, I'm not having a good day, man. It was my own fault. I misunderstood some information and wasted half my life. But I'm in a good mood, so screw it. Okay, so you probably, those of you who subscribe to this channel are probably waiting for me to make a comment or three about this psychotic Muslim who acted very Islamic and went in and slaughtered a bunch of people down in Florida. So I don't want to insult your intelligence by saying a bunch of things that you already know. You know, the obvious stuff. Clearly, you know, condolences, heartfelt condolences go out to whoever was affected by that nightmare. I mean, that had to be, I'll just hold the phone, piece of shit. That had to be a major psychological trauma to not only the people that got shot, but those who escaped and the law enforcement and rescue personnel that were involved. I mean, you could go to combat and serve an entire tour of duty in a combat zone and not see 50 people slaughtered at one time. I mean, that's pretty heavy, and we already know that is qualified as the worst mass shooting in American history. Okay, that being said, my focus, and I've made a video about this long ago, and it's buried back in the back of my video list somewhere, but those that have been with me for a while, you guys remember when I talked about the mindset that it takes to survive. So I want to talk about that because we haven't seen the last of this. This is going to happen again and again, and it's going to be, there'll be a few variations. There'll be some gunshots and then bombs going off, and maybe now they're, I think the ISIS assholes are calling for like gas attacks, and they want the Muslims here to get real creative with their slaughtering of the infidels. So, you know, it's going to happen. Come on, let's just be honest. I mean, who was surprised that this happened? I think we were surprised by the amount of carnage. But brace yourself, you're probably going to see more. It's not easy to find places, social gathering spots, where you can get 200-300 people together that are soft targets, that are unarmed. I mean, what softer target than a gay bar or a gay club? You know, I'm not saying that all gays are weak. Don't get me wrong. I'm just saying that typically gays are Democrats, and Democrats are usually anti-gun. So, you know, I've met a lot of people, and I've met a lot of gay people, and I've yet to see a gay person that I know personally that carries a weapon. So maybe this will change some of your minds out there in the Rainbow Land, and you'll get a little tougher, because this is bullshit. There is no reason in the world that one person, I don't give a fuck if the guy had a Vulcan minigun. You know, I don't care if the guy had a fucking rolling howitzer with a fucking automatic belt-fed, you know, artillery round modification on it. No, there's no circumstance, under no scenario, should one person be able to mow down that many people. You know, about 3, 4, 5 videos ago, I did one video called "Don't Go Quietly Into the Night," and it was about the will to fight, the will to live, and that all stemmed, if you haven't seen it, go take a look at it. That stemmed from, oddly enough, another group of Muslims getting ready to execute 2 or 3 other Muslims for whatever reason. And the one guy just said, fuck it, I'm not going to go down like a dog. And he fought back, knocked the guy down, grabbed an AK-47, and probably killed a few of the assholes, if not all of them. That's the will that you guys have to have. You got to get in your head now. I don't give a shit if you're Susie Homemaker, or if you're Johnny homosexual transgendered model, you know, that models fucking on pumps for, you know, in size 12. I don't care. Get it in your fucking head that you're not going to just give up your life. If you do not have that hardwired into who you are, you're going to do the wrong thing in the very possible event that you find yourself in one of these scenarios. People that survive scenarios like this survive because of one of 3 things. They either got lucky, they somehow escaped, or the guy that was doing the killing, fucking just decided not to kill that person or whatever. We all hear the stories about a guy that's killed 20 people, and for some reason he looks down at the other guy and says, some movie quote, somebody's got to live to tell the story. Don't fucking count on luck. Don't count on a terrorist or an asshole's sympathies. You got to get in your head. Look, it's not about fear of death. This has nothing to do with fear of death. We don't fight back because we're afraid to die. Maybe you are afraid to die. But I'm talking about in general. The concept that I'm telling you, or that I'm trying to instill into you, is not based on fear of dying. It's based on not going out like a dog on your knees, or like some sheep, or like one of the Jews. And that's what my other video hit on, about don't go quietly into the night. Nothing pisses me off more than to see the old videos of the Holocaust where you got 700 naked Jews being led into the fucking execution pits by 10 fucking Germans with machine guns. Man, human tidal wave their ass. All it takes is for one of you cockbiters to get one of those guns and start fucking turning the tables on these assholes. That doesn't happen just because of luck. You have to make it happen, and it starts right here, right in your head. You got to convince yourself every day that if you're in a situation like that, you got to hardwired into your brain's muscle memory that you are going to fight hard, like those people on the Flight 92, I think it was, during September 11th. Look, they all died anyways, but you know what? How awesome that they died fighting for their lives, and they didn't just give in. And they prevented the terrorists from fulfilling their mission. I'm sure those guys didn't plan on flying their plane into the fucking ground. So, now some of these victims here at this, at the Pulse Club in Florida, they did some pretty impressive stuff. I mean, in terms of playing dead, we talked about that before. In one of my other videos, I talked about pulling a fucking guy's dead or girl's dead body over you, and who cares if her brains fall out and cover your face? This is survival, and play dead. Now, the problem is, as we hear more and more witnesses' statements coming out of this shooting, he was walking around shooting people on the floor. Now, assholes and terrorists are beginning, they're not stupid. So they understand that sometimes people play dead. So there's no guarantee that you playing dead is going to save your life. That may just let you live a few seconds longer, and you're still going to end up getting popped. Don't let that happen. Now, let's talk about the mechanics of survival here in a situation like a mass shooting. Okay, so you're down at the Slippery Pecker gay bar, and there's 2, 3, 4, 500 of you dancing and whatever it is you guys do. Or you could be at Denny's restaurant with your family, whatever. 1 or 2 or 10 knuckleheads come in and they start fucking unloading. If you're not dead right away, you need to move immediately into condition kick ass. Now, I'm not saying charge a guy fucking, full frontal charge when he's spraying from an AK. What I am saying is, these assholes gotta reload. And I don't give a shit if you're Johnny fucking Delta Force or fucking, Gary the Green Beret, and you practice all the fucking time on reloading, tactical reloads, and blah, blah, blah. The act of reloading one of those weapons, now I can do it pretty fucking quick, but I'll tell you what, anybody can cover 25 feet. From 25 feet away to where I am when I'm trying to reload my weapon and get there before I can get it loaded and operational again. More than likely. You sprint like your life depends on it, because guess what? All together in the back, your life does depend on it. And you get control of that fucking weapon. How do you do that? If it's a long gun like an AR-15 or an AK-47 or a shotgun, you grab that fucking barrel and you push it under his chin and then fucking pull up, and hopefully his finger's still on the trigger and his head flies off. But you never let that barrel aim anywhere other than, if it's going to aim somewhere, aim it at the asshole. Now you grab control. Okay, so you got control of the weapon. And no matter what that guy does, you maintain control of that long weapon, the barrel. Now, you may have noticed that this cockbiter had 2 weapons. He had at least 2. He had another in the car. It doesn't matter what he had in the car. But he had an AR-15 and he had a handgun, a pistol. You got to be careful when it comes to, not everybody's stupid. So if you got both hands tied up with him, you have to pay attention to what he's doing with his other hand. You don't want to be holding your left hand on the barrel of that AR-15 and your right hand on the butt trying to struggle with him, and suddenly you see, the last thing you see is that he's pulled a handgun out of his fucking weak side or whatever, out of his waistband, and that's what he kills you with. It's just like law enforcement. It's just like the military. It's like anything, man. When you're in an armed situation, don't watch the eyes, watch the hands. The hands kill. If you can't see both hands, your life is endangered. Get that through your head. So when you grab that rifle, you push and you twist and you yank and try and get it away, but be ready. Be ready to transition to beating the fuck out of this guy with the back of that, with the stock of that rifle. Or just turning it on him and hoping that he's fucking hot. It's hot. If you happen to gain control of the rifle or a handgun, you have to be cognizant of the fact that just because you have a weapon in your hand now doesn't necessarily mean it's going to fire. First of all, the guy was in the middle of reloading, right? So what does that tell you? He was out of ammunition for that particular magazine. Did he get another magazine in? If he did he rack around? Did he make the weapon hot? Did he put a round into the chamber? If you didn't see it, you don't know it. If you know how to use these weapons, I would suggest that you, at the risk of dropping a live round, doesn't matter, right? So he loads a 30-round clip and you're not sure, so you cycle the fucking weapon and kick a live round out. So you got like what, 29 rounds left now. You should be able to kill this fucker. If it's a handgun, you should know how to work the slide. All of this stuff's available on YouTube, all of it. And I don't expect everybody to run out and spend their weekends becoming experts on every weapon that they might encounter. But how bad do you want to fucking survive? I guess it's not a whole lot of learning. Personally, I suggest that if you live in a place that acknowledges the Second Amendment, acknowledges your right to self-defense, you should be getting a concealed carry. You should go through a certified, NRA certified class, a concealed carry class, and get a weapon. Gay people, I'm going to put some terms in the keywords, hoping to draw you people to my channel so that, number one, I can convert your fucking liberal asses to the conservative, right-minded side. Welcome home, brothers and sisters, or those that are undecided. So I will encourage you, of all people, to start getting used to fucking weapons and shit. There's no excuse for you. I'm talking to gay people now. I don't give a shit if you float 6 inches off the ground and you carry pom-poms. Your ass ought to have a fucking way to defend yourself, because guess what? In case you didn't realize it, gays are not fucking tolerated or liked by Muslims. Doesn't matter what you hear them saying on CNN, and they talk to the imams who say, oh, well, we don't want to hurt anybody. That's bullshit. Learn what you're dealing with. Read a goddamn book, study Islam, find out that they are authorized and encouraged to lie and lie and lie again if it's for the purposes of the benefit of Islam, the furtherance of the spread of Islam. So you can't listen to what they tell you. They throw gay people off of rooftops every chance they get. Okay, so if you want to be fucking slaughtered, to do your own thing. But I'm telling you, fucking, you ought to take your own safety into your own hands. The police are not going to be there when you need them. And in this case, you had some poor guy working off duty out front, and God bless him, man. He engaged this cocksucker. It's a miracle he didn't get killed. And I don't know the facts, but I would be willing to bet a month's pay that he was taking on this AK-40 or this AR-15 with a handgun. You know, so the odds were definitely not in his favor. It's a miracle he survived. So I don't want to ramble. Yeah, I do. I like it. Gay people, stop fucking supporting Democrats and start getting on the goddamn Trump train. I don't give a fuck. And I know there's a lot of people that watch my channel that are anti-Trump. Listen, Trump, if anything, has a realistic understanding of what's going on in this world and what our threats are and who needs protection and how to do that. These assholes that you voted for, fucking Obama, and now you're trying to support Hillary, these people are insane, okay? They want to put more laws to make guns illegal so that'll prevent these mass shootings. Really? Well, aren't drugs already illegal? And are you going to tell me that I can't find drugs on every goddamn corner in America? Putting laws on the books only stops law-abiding citizens. It doesn't mean, you know, guns are illegal in Paris. And last I saw, I think they were mowing fucking people down in Paris, too. And then you had a guy last night with a knife hacking people to death. It's 2 cops in front of their 3-year-old kid. Okay? The fucking brothers in Boston... look at the carnage that they fucking wreaked on the crowd with pressure cookers, homemade bombs. So people that want to kill you are always going to be able to find a way to kill you. The gun situation is literally for those of us who are law-abiding people that don't want to die like fucking sheep that are being led to slaughter. We want to have a fighting chance. All right? So get it through your head. Let me close this video out with this. Get it through your heads. Especially you fucking soft people, man. You liberals that think that the world would be better if everything was free and we all ran around naked hugging each other. You know, I was raised by liberals, and it's like I told my hippie fucking dope-smoking prostitute mother, God bless her. I told her when I was a little kid, you know what? Your world, this world that you think that you want to exist is actually a pretty nice idea. It'd be fun to run around and not have to pay for anything. And everybody love each other and fucking, you know, share food and everything. The world doesn't work that way. So I'm not going to waste valuable time wishing and hoping for some shit that ain't ever going to happen. We live in a world that is fucking populated heavily with evil cockbiters that just want to slaughter other people who don't think like them or who don't believe in their imaginary friends. So either get fucking your head right and get armed or get dead, because that's what's going to happen. Okay? Somebody hearing this video is going to find themselves downrange with a hell of bullets flying at them, and the last thing they're going to think about is how cool I looked in my new shirt. About how it is pretty cool though, isn't it? My wife bought it for me. And in case you haven't noticed, I'm still losing weight. Look how skinny my face is. God damn, I'm hot. I had no idea. If I'd have known I was this hot, I would have taken better care of myself. Anyways, yeah, hey, that's it. LMS Tactical. I hope you guys all stay safe, and remember, don't forget this part of it. The war is not over there. The war is here. We are on the battlefield. Okay? America, Canada, France, anybody with any Western values, we are on the battlefield. Ramadan is already rolling. I think it ends July 5th, my birthday. And, you know, it's just like Christmas. When we celebrate Christmas, we go out and slaughter everybody that's not Christian. Oh, that's right, we don't. But their Ramadan is slaughter the infidel time. So be braced, be ready. Talk to your families, have a plan, stay safe. LMS Tactical, I am out. Greetings, YouTube. LMS Tactical. Shut the hell up. Where the hell am I going? Will you cock biter? Will you stop fucking flipping around before I knock you the fuck out? I don't care if you are just a phone. You're still gonna get knocked the fuck out. Yeah, I don't want to insult your intelligence by saying all the obvious stuff like, you know, goddamn cock son of a bitch. Fuck you up. have to hold the fucking phone. All right, take 5. The hell am I? The fuck? I think I just got off of the wrong goddamn place. Hang on a second, you cockbiters. I did. See? I'm trying to make a fucking video, and now I'm off in the wrong place. Híjole, pendejo. South, left at the signal.
Turn left onto I-95 South.
Okay, I will, but I gotta get over first, you whore.